Hello and welcome to my banking app. I'll be showing you around and showing you some functionality as well as answering a few questions. Here is the home page of my banking app. Let me tell you a little bit about the design elements I have added to this app. Up top, we have the navigation bar where we have an icon that is meant to represent the home page, and we have some tabs for create account, deposit, withdraw, and all data. And when you hover over each one, you can see that it is highlighted, as well as a little card pops up saying what you can do on each tab. When you go on to the main section, we have the logo that I've made for First Bank West, which is the name of my bank, and it has a little bit of a message. And as you scroll down, you can see that I've added just a few things to make it look more like a bank. Some things to show you about credit, and like they have a credit line and checking, and a few just bits and pieces about the bank itself. How I ended up making this design was actually through Illustrator. I wanted to use my skills that I have from my 4-year bachelor's degree and add that as a component to this project. So I ended up building it out in Illustrator and then importing those assets into VS Code itself that way and placing it that way and kind of building my app around it. Okay, let's get into the functionality. First, I'm going to create an account. So we're going to hover over create account. I'm going to enter in some account details. Got name, email address for verification and authentication. As well as we have a password. So this first time around, password, create account. Now we can go over to the all data page and you can see that this person's account is now existing. And they have a balance of $100 to start. If you go into the deposit tab, it will list off the current balance that the user has, as well as a place to put in a new amount. I'm going to do some fails just to show that there are some extra features in there that will use as a failsafe. So first I'm going to put in a negative number. So deposit negative $7. And you can see it says an error message of amount is negative and disappears after about 3 seconds. Then if I put in words and try to deposit that, it will bring up an error message that says amount is not a number. So let me go ahead and put in an actual balance deposit. We'll go ahead and deposit $50, keep it simple, deposit. Now we see a success sign. If I go in and hit new deposit, it will reroute back and show the new balance as $150. Now I'm going to go to the all data page just to confirm that that is also showing. Yep, we have $150. Now we are going to go into withdraw, and we'll go ahead and show the functionality of what happens if you try to withdraw some amount higher than what you have in your bank account. So it says we have 150. I'm going to go ahead and just pull out 2,000. Just a ridiculously higher number. It says insufficient funds. Now let's go ahead and do the real number. We'll go ahead at 50. We'll go ahead and withdraw. Success. So go back to new withdrawal. It'll reroute back and show that the new balance is $100. I'm going to go ahead and go to all data just to confirm that that is the case. And there it is, $100 as the now most current balance. All right. Now, I would like to talk about just a few general things that I have had to focus on throughout the building process. One of the more difficult aspects of this process had been just not knowing how to communicate my issues effectively. Like, I was having issues with getting those error messages to show, as well as because they would work on the console, but they wouldn't, and log properly, but the error message would never show up for the user. So I had to do a lot of Googling and looking at Stack Overflow, but I noticed the most difficult portion of that was just trying to decipher what I was looking for, what was useful information, what was not useful information, because a lot of it was above my skill level. But that was a great thing for me to try to overcome, because I was able to use that as a chance to learn a lot of vocabulary and kind of decipher things that way. As well as I ended up getting a tutor, which was exceedingly helpful as far as breaking down information and deciphering these pages. I did not end up adding a form component just because I felt like given the challenges I was having with just navigating the assignment and my tools, that what we were given was sufficient enough for me to just focus on that. So I ended up just trying to keep things as simple as possible. But I think in the future, it is definitely something I could return back to and try to maybe add again. Thank you so much for your time and listening to my presentation and viewing my full stack bank, or my